I'm going to introduce you to the Thunderdome. No, not that one. Our Thunderdome is a simple addition to your round bottle beehive that will allow maximum ventilation in the summer while providing an insulated top during the winter, like a quilt box on a Warre hive. To achieve maximum ventilation in hot climates, you may have to replace the solid top cap with one that has been drilled and screened as shown in the vents and lures video. The problem with that approach is that if it rains, water can flow directly down into the center of your comb. Not good. The Thunderdome creates a waterproof cover that still allows airflow through the screened bottle cap. The basis for the dome is this two-piece covered tray set sold at Walmart for $5.99. As it turns out, the dome is the exact same diameter as the diameter of our North American 5-gallon water bottle, and the height is sufficient to clear the top of the spout. The only problem with this dome is that it is very brittle and you will not be able to drill holes in it with a drill. But not to worry, I will show you how to add the ventilation holes. In addition to the covered tray from Walmart, you will need a 2-inch white PVC coupler from your hardware store. You will notice that the 2-inch coupler is not only a good fit over the neck of the bottle, but also self-centers to the center of the inverted dome. Measure down 3/8 of an inch from the edge of the coupler. Drill a 1/2 inch hole. You will need a minimum of 4 equally spaced holes like this one. There is more space for additional holes if you want them, but 4 will exceed the total volume of the area for airflow through the neck of the bottle. Invert the dome. The end of the PVC coupler with the holes will go down. Run a bead of hot glue in the dome just above the lowest point along the side where the dome rises in the center to meet the handle. Press the PVC coupler into the hot glue while centering it. After the glue has dried, test fit the dome onto your bottle spout to judge if it is centered to your satisfaction. If it isn't, remove the coupler and try again. Once you have it where you want it, add additional hot glue at the seam of the two parts to form a stronger bond. Now you need to make a series of holes around the circumference of the dome. Remember that you cannot drill these holes or the dome will break. You have a lot of flexibility here. You can make fewer, larger holes, but if you make them larger, you will have to cover them with screen. In this case, I am making 28 3/16 inch holes evenly spaced around the circumference. At that diameter, the available opening for airflow is equal to 4 1/2 inch holes around the PVC connector. This is 175% larger than the opening of the bottle neck.
Subscribe.
You don't need the tape for this operation. I used it so that the line of holes would be at the same level around the dome and so that I could mark spacing. This is mostly for cosmetics. If you are drilling 28 holes, then each hole is approximately 1.2 inches apart if you're making them on the side of the dome. What you have to do to create the holes is to get a rod of the correct diameter hot, then push it through and melt the hole through the plastic. In the video, I am using a disposable lighter and a drill bit, but the rest of the holes were made off camera using a gas range and a piece of 3/16 inch rod readily available at the hardware store. After all the holes are melted through, clean up the excess melty parts. Here I am using a 3/16 inch drill and aligning it carefully to the hole and applying minimal pressure. Note that I am not drilling holes. I am using the drill as a rotary file on the existing holes. Once you are satisfied, you can paint the dome. If you need more cooling protection from the sun in the summer, paint it a light color. If you need more heat in the bottle, paint it a dark color. Here I am painting it yellow only so that it will be more visible in the video. I sprayed 2 coats of paint followed by 2 coats of matte protective finish. It is worth noting that there is a slight gap between the lower edge of the dome and the outside of the bottle. This is by design. It allows for any condensation from under the dome to run out and down the side of the bottle. As for the crack and big blob of glue in my dome, I dropped it from about 8 feet and it hit a stone. During the winter months, you can pack the dome with natural insulating materials. This is what is done with a Warre quilt box.